Hi, welcome to Parent Alienation is Child Abuse Unfiltered. Thank you all for being here today and welcome to the new subscribers. I thank you all and appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, I welcome you to do so. Hit that little ding dong bell so you don't miss a notification every time I release a video. Today I'm going to do a discussion about dirty tactics that parents use to manipulate their children into behaving a certain way so that they believe if they behave this way that the parents might get back together again. Let's have a discussion about that one today. Now, I've witnessed and I've seen and I've heard, it's not a isolated story, where parents that have been isolated from their children due to parent alienation, but are still allowed to have visitation with their children, are still in a way being manipulated and abused by their abuser. And these children are also now being in the middle of this abuse because these children are used to weaponize and to hurt more. See, what they do is they give these children false hope. They give these children false hope that if they behave a certain way or do a certain thing, mum and dad will get back together. And that is the ultimate goal for children. Children want mum and dad back together again. That's what they want. They don't want to have to share mum and have to go to mum's house, or don't want to have to go to dad's house. They would love them both to be in the same place again. But unfortunately, this isn't always the case. Some relationships are broken beyond repair. But children don't understand this. And when you have a narcissistic parent giving them false hope, which is what they do, give them false hope by saying, you behave like this, then mum will want me back to help. If you take flowers, had a narcissistic father deliver flowers through the child to the mother. And through their visit, like, the child was quite happy and excited to give her mum flowers, which she would. And mum appreciated them and loved them because mums love flowers. They do. They love flowers. But later on through the visit, the child had revealed that Dad said that if I give you flowers, that you'll forgive him, and then we can be a family again. This came out of a child's mouth, probably a 7-year-old child. What a way to manipulate a kid. Or you have another one saying, we have a parent that works, so they have to have a babysitter to help care for the children while they're at work. Some people can't afford to take them to daycare, so they hire a private babysitter or a nanny. Now, these narcissistic parents will tell their children, well, if you act up for that nanny or for the carer who's looking after you that day, and these people don't want to work anymore for your mother or your father, whoever it happens to be, then they'll have to call me back. They'll have to have me back to come and help look after you. Again, giving children false hope. But these children believe this. These children believe with their whole heart that if I give mummy flowers and chocolates, she'll forgive daddy and we'll get back together again. And when mummy turns around and says that's not a possibility, but we're still friends, I still really care for you, Dad, but we can't live together anymore. This also crushes the child because their narcissistic father's given them the hope that you give these flowers, that mum will come back. So therefore, these children start to blame themselves again. Maybe the flowers weren't pretty enough. Maybe I gave them to the wrong way. Maybe I shouldn't have said that Dad said what he said. These kids get riddled with guilt. Let's do the one with the babysitter or the carer, nanny. We'll use, say, hypothetically, they're at Dad's and Mum's doing the manipulation this time. Okay, if you act up for this nanny and you be really naughty and they quit, or this carer that's looking after you, if you be really misbehaving and really and just do terrible things to this person, they won't want to look after you, and then Dad will call me back and I'll come back and everything will be sweet again. We'll be a whole family again. So these kids do what they're told by their narcissistic parent, being a mother this time, that if they act up and be naughty, then this person won't want to look after them and they won't want to stay in this picture, and they'll leave, and then Dad will be right, Mum will come back, and we'll be a whole family again. But this isn't the case. these kids have their hearts crushed again. Because when a relationship breaks down and people move on, move away, it's usually because something's been unrepairable. Maybe they're too controlling. Maybe they're just too angry. Maybe they're messy. Could be a number of reasons why relationships break down. All have a common denominator that they didn't get to know each other properly in the first place. And the kids are left to pay the ultimate price, as all my videos state. Well, what happens when you give children false hope? You get a child to behave a certain way with the belief that if you do this, that mum and dad will get back together again. We'll take mum a pretty dress. She'll love the dress. And she'll want to come back. Or let's invite, hypothetically, mother or father, could be either one, to a child's school event. Now, I've known a couple of parents that have done this, where they've gone along to support the child. And we'll do the father this time. The father thinks, oh, everything's going to be sweet. She's here, she's being nice to me. She must want to get back together with me, so I'll hold her hand. She won't do anything in front of everybody here. But when she doesn't want to hold the hand, or doesn't want his arm put around her, then he starts to get edgy and irritable, because these are one of the traits that he was left from, being too controlling, and couldn't get the message the relationship is over. Again, causes confusion and conflict with the child, because the child doesn't understand, well, when we arrived at this event, everybody was happy. Dad was happy to see mum, and mum was happy to see dad. Everybody was friendly. I went up on the stage to do my presentation or my dance or my play, whatever it happens to be, and I saw Dad try to put his arm around mum, and mum moved away, and then Dad got a really cranky look on his face, like maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I was being a bit naughty, and I didn't realise I was being a bit naughty, or maybe mum didn't really want to come, and Dad's made her come, and now she's angry she's here, or maybe Dad's angry because now mum doesn't want to hold his hand or put his arm around her. They came to see me do my show, but now they're arguing. Mum's trying not to get cranky, but Dad's being a bit pushy. Now this happens with the other side as well. Like, it could be the mother trying to manipulate the father. Mother goes to the show to see the children's display. Mother goes to watch the pantomime or the dance or whatever the child's doing, and thinks this is a good idea. You know, he's showed up, he's happy, he's been friendly. He doesn't hate me. Maybe we can try to, get back to old times. Try to hold his hand. He doesn't want to hold your hand. Try to put your arm around him, or lean a little bit close when you talk, a little bit into personal space. And he moves back. And the children see this and they think, well, everybody was happy before, what happened? So they're on stage or on the dance floor doing their presentation. So proud, mum and dad have both come to see them do their activity. So happy that they're in the same room together and everybody seems like they're getting along. But then look up and see that mum's got a sour look on her face. And Dad's trying to watch me on stage, but mum's trying to talk to him, and Dad doesn't really look like he wants to listen. Maybe I shouldn't have asked mum to come and Dad to come together. You see what this does to a child? This child's so happy. Again, these parents are in the same room to come together to watch the child perform. But instead, because of their actions, they've caused an enormous amount of anxiety in this child. This child probably forgets the steps she's supposed to be doing. She probably forgets the words she's supposed to be saying because she's focused on her parents or his parents. Works on boys and girls, doesn't. There's no gender. There's no gender in parent alienation, and there's no gender in the children that get abused because of it. It happens to both sides. And these children are left traumatised. They started their day happy and excited that both parents are going to come and see them do their performance and their dance and whatever it is they're supposed to be doing that day. But by the end of the day, tempers are flared, the crankies are happening, the children are just stuck there bewildered and in the middle of two grown-up parents behaving like small children. Now, this is unacceptable. It's unacceptable for two grown-up people to behave in such a, I won't say childish, because I've said before that when I've gone to use the childish word, that insults children, because you expect that sort of behaviour from a child, not from grown people, not from adults. These adults are meant to be together, not in together as a way of being together, thinking of the child, being there to support the child, but not being there as a way to cause anxiety or hurt to that child, which they now have done. So they've just wrecked that day for that child, that performance for that child, the play, whatever they were doing. It's just been tarnished and wrecked because of two immature people. Well, one immature people trying to manipulate the other immature person to think they can get back together. And again, the children are the ones that suffer. This will stick with them. The parade or the dance or the play, whatever the activity was going to be, will stick with them for the rest of their minds, for the rest of that day. They'll be dwelling over what went wrong, what happened. It started so happy and so friendly. Everybody was smiling and talking and everybody was nice. But then Dad tried to put his arm around Mum and Mum didn't really want to do that. Or Mum tried to hold Dad's hand and Dad didn't really want to hold her hand, and she kind of got into his personal space. And she didn't really want him that close. And because she moved back or pulled her hand back or moved out of the way because she didn't want to get hugged or touched by him, didn't want to send wrong messages, they got cranky. So I was trying to remember all my moves. I was trying to remember all the things I had to say. But then I looked over and saw Mum and Dad not looking very happy, and it just brought back all the memories of the arguments and the fights they had. These are the things that go through children's heads. These are the things that narcissistic parents are oblivious of. They're oblivious because they're too wrapped up in their own selves. Don't handle rejection, so especially if it happens again in public. Don't embarrass them in public. Gosh, don't ever do that. Not unless you want a war to break out. So that's just a couple of tactics that they use as dirty tricks. Or they'll go over to their parents' house for a visitation if they're lucky enough to have visitations and turn around and go, Dad said that, would you like to come and watch me play basketball? Oh, Mum says she didn't really want to come because last time it was a bit uncomfortable. Dad made her feel a little uncomfortable. She did really want to come and watch me play, but didn't want to cause any problems. Or, Mum, come and watch me play football. Dad said that if you want to come, you can come. It's fine. We can sit and you can watch me play my first match on the field. It'd be so exciting. I'd be so happy to have you there. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. I can't really go because last time Dad kind of made me feel a bit uncomfortable, and he was trying to get into my personal space, and I just don't want to make any issues for you while you play your game, darling. You know, you have fun, and I'll be cheering you from inside. I can't really go and be with them there. I don't want to cause you any embarrassment. How sad is that for the child? Not to be able to invite both parents to watch an activity because both parents can't control themselves, can't control their emotions, can't control their anger. So these children are traumatized again, let down again. The right way to do that sort of thing would be to, let's try to do it the right way. Hey, Mum, want to come and watch me do my performance at school today? Oh, it's on Friday. You want to come and watch me? Oh, yes, sweetie, that'll be great. I'll be so excited to see you. Yeah, Dad said it'll be great if you come. It'll be really good to see you. You can both watch me. Oh, sweetie, that'd be wonderful. I'd love to do that. And then go there and, you don't have to sit next to them, although the child would like you to sit next to them. You can sit next to them, but you don't have to talk to them. Focus on the child. Focus on that child's performance because she's doing it or he's doing it for you. They're doing it because they're proud to have their parents there. And both parents are sitting there cheering the child on. Yay, that's my kid. Yay, well done, darling. Well done. I'm so proud of you. That's how it should be. Go to a football match. Hey, Dad, let's go to football. Let's invite Mum. Or, Mum, can we invite Dad to watch my first game at football, please? I really would love to have them both there, have you both there watching my first game out on the field. Hey, yeah, that's a great idea, darling. Give Dad a call and see if he's free this weekend. And for sure, if he wants to come out and watch you play, that'd be wonderful. We'll both be standing there cheering you on. Make the call, yep. Saturday comes around, they watch you play the game. Both stand on there cheering, yay, go baby, go. You catch that ball, kick that ball, yes, wait. Both parents cheering the child on. Man, can you imagine the excitement in that kid? Ah, the proudness of that child. These kids having their parents both with them. Both cheering them on, both excited and happy for the child. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Be there for the kid. That's what you're there for. Some people don't take relationship breakups very well. We've discussed this. This is what my channel is about, parent alienation. Because some parents just don't take relationship breakups very well. And this reflects onto their child. This puts their child into a very awkward position. This causes a lot of grief, a lot of trauma, a lot of anxiety. So if you're dealing with parent alienation and you're fortunate enough to be able to have access and see your child, and you're lucky enough to be invited to the activities these kids do, then be there for the child. Be there for that child. Be excited for the child to do whatever performance or thing you've been invited to. Don't use it as an opportunity to try to manipulate the other parent, because you're only going to cause more grief and trauma to the child that you supposedly care about. Parents have got to work together. These kids didn't ask to be born. They didn't ask to be in the middle of a divorce or in the middle of a separation. They want to be loved equally by both parents, not manipulated and weaponized to cause hurt or as a way to manipulate the other parent into thinking, if I do this, I'll get my mum and dad back together. Because they do. In my next video, I'm going to do a talk about what happens when parents move on. How some parents use dirty tactics in that relationship as well. So if you're interested in that one, stay tuned. And my next one's going to be about moving on and how to co-parent together without causing any more damage. So I'm going to leave this one here today. I thank you all again for being here and watching. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I thank you all. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, I'd welcome you to do so. The more people we can get informed, the more people we can share stories about, more children have a chance of growing up and having a happier future than the ones that are uneducated about the trauma they're causing. Okay, everybody. Thanks again for being here. I'll catch you in my next one. See ya.